Conjuring is a 2013 American supernatural horror film directed by James Wan and written by Chad Hayes and Carey W. Hayes. It is the inaugural film in the Conjuring Universe franchise. Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga star as Ed and Lorraine Warren, paranormal investigators and authors associated with prominent cases of haunting. Their purportedly real-life reports inspired the Amityville Horror story and film franchise. The Warrens come to the assistance of the Perron family, who experienced increasingly disturbing events in their newly occupied farmhouse in Rhode Island in 1971. Development of the film began in January 2012, and reports confirmed Wan as the director of a film entitled The Warren Files, later retitled The Conjuring. Production commenced in Wilmington, North Carolina, in February 2012, and scenes were shot in chronological order. The Conjuring was released in the United States and Canada on July 19, 2013, by Warner Bros. Pictures and New Line Cinema. It received positive reviews from critics and grossed over $319 million worldwide against its $20 million budget. A sequel, The Conjuring 2, was released in 2016. In 1968, renowned demonologists Ed and Lorraine Warren investigate the Annabelle case, in which friends Debbie and Camilla have a possessed doll. They allowed the spirit, who claimed to be a 7-year-old girl named Annabelle Higgins, to possess the doll, but the hauntings became more disturbing. The Warrens explain that the doll was never possessed. It was only a conduit for a demonic spirit whose goal was to possess one of the friends. 3 years later in 1971, Roger and Carolyn Perron move into a farmhouse in Harrisville, Rhode Island, with their 5 daughters: Andrea, Nancy, Christine, Cindy, and April. Their dog, Sadie, refuses to enter the house. The family discovers a boarded-up cellar in the house and paranormal events occur within the first few nights. Every clock in the house stops at 3:07 a.m. Carolyn awakens with new bruises each morning, and Sadie is found dead in the yard. Carolyn and Christine both encounter a malevolent spirit. Carolyn contacts the Warrens, who conduct an initial investigation, during which Lorraine, a clairvoyant, sees that a dark entity has latched onto the family so that even leaving the house will not free them. To gather evidence, they place cameras and bells around the house with the help of their assistant Drew Thomas and police officer Brad Hamilton. Research reveals that the house once belonged to an accused witch and Satanist named Bathsheba Sherman, a relative of Mary Towney Stee, who sacrificed her week-old baby to the devil and killed herself in 1863 at 3:07 in the morning after cursing all who take her land. There have since been reports of numerous murders and suicides through the years in the houses that were built on the land. Bathsheba completely possesses Carolyn. In the cellar, Lorraine sees the spirit of a woman whom Bathsheba had possessed long ago and forced to kill her child, realizing she will force Carolyn to do the same. The Warrens conclude they have sufficient evidence to receive authorization from the Catholic Church to perform an exorcism, but Father Gordon explains that approval would have to come directly from the Vatican because the Perron family are not members of the Church. The Warrens' daughter Judy is attacked by Bathsheba as a warning to the Warrens. The Perron family takes refuge at a motel, but Carolyn, possessed, takes Christine and April back to the house to kill them. Running out of time, Ed, Lorraine, and Brad tie Carolyn to a chair and Ed attempts the exorcism himself. Carolyn escapes and attempts to kill April. Lorraine is able to call to her by reminding her of a family memory, allowing Ed to complete the exorcism and condemn Bathsheba back to hell. Returning home, Ed adds the haunted music box from the Perron home to their room of cursed artifacts that they have collected from past cases.